Song dynasty, because of strong influence of Buddhism, they went to study Buddhism, Chinese culture in Zhejiang province, in this mountain called Tenmoku. It's a heavily high mountain. And while learning, he absorbed not only just Buddhism studies, but also the Chinese culture, and brought back the Chinese tea ceremony. There was tea fighting games, tea challenges against monks. So when he went back to Japan, he also carried along with him some bowls that the temple used for mountain. And when he offered this tea ceremony to the so-called royal family or the shogunates, they asked him, "What is the name of your bowl?" And being caught off guard, he doesn't know what to say, right? But since he get his bowl from Japan, he named this bowl Tenmoku. This is how the name Tenmoku comes about. And today there's two schools of thought. One says that Tenmoku is about the glaze, another is about the shape, and of course another one says it's about the shape and the color. So basically, Tenmoku means iron-rich glaze. What you see in front of you is what we call oil spot Tenmoku. Oil spot means it looks like oil floating on water. Okay? And this is actually formed by the crystallization of iron used in the glaze. Why iron? Because in this province of Zhejiang province, where the kiln is found, is called Jiandao. The surrounding areas are all farmers, and during their break time, they use the clay from the ground to make pots. So in those days, farmers equal to potters. So they make pots from there using clay provided by the ground, and by mixing calcium carbonate chopped into the clay, it became the glaze for the pot. Because calcium carbonate actually reduces the temperature of the melting point of the clay. So it became the glaze. So using the clay to make bowl, using the clay to make glaze, and they fire the bowl. And the beginning of Song dynasty, these are faults. Okay, these are faults. It's not something that's well known. So they usually discard it. But however, because of this so-called intriguing demand by the royal family, by the emperor, this was elevated from the discarded pottery ware to a very royal status. But that was after many years. So when this people went to Japan, so revered by Japanese society, Tenmoku is treated as the most precious people in Japan, and they go to war because of that. Okay. Basically, there's a story about Tenmoku, how Tenmoku comes about. Today, because of improved technology, we could detect and we could test, we could break down, we could, actually dissect this pottery to tell us what are the chemical composition. And by using modern material, we are able to manage to get Tenmoku using modern fire, using electricity, using gas. Unlike in old days, only wood is available. And to achieve that is so difficult, but today is much easier. Having said that, to fire a Tenmoku of that caliber, like what you see in front of you, these are extremely rare works. Rare in the sense that maybe to achieve such standard of oil spot, I think maybe 5% of the world will maybe 5. Right? Consistently, every firing, you get such quality. These bowls that you see here are really very good quality, collectible, rare collections that you're holding on your hands. And I know Zhang Yue and myself, this top bowl sell for about maybe 35,000 dollars. So, having said that, to get a very rough Tenmoku is not difficult, but to get a really good one is so difficult. And because it's so rich in iron, we all believe that the firing process has altered the glaze to such an extent that somehow it altered the taste of the food that we eat. And what best to test by using tea and wine, because these are very strong beverages. So we are here today. Anybody have any questions? Yes. Yes. The most
done by traditional
no. These are all done by gas and electric. Yes. Usually Tenmoku can be achieved by firing in electric. The starting point is using electricity to fire. But once it hit about 1,200 degrees, I believe these potters they started to switch to gas. Okay. And it is through electric firing, we call it oxidation firing, that we are able to coax the crystallization of this iron onto the surface of the wood cut or the bone.
But switching to this
Yes.
yes.
Yes, but when we switch to gas, something else happened. The glaze actually sealed itself at that temperature. Very, very chemical. But then it is alternating between electric and gas. Hence, for some potters, they call this the yin-yang firing. Okay, the method of yin-yang firing.
So the moment they decide when to switch to this gas will be the moment the oil spot is forming.
Yes.
Or is it during the cooling period where
No, it is
decide how long to cool it?
No, it is when you hit 1,200 degrees, between 800 to 1,200 degrees. This is the part where a lot of materials started to change. Right? Yes, 800 to 1,200. Each material will behave differently. Like lead at 800, it will start to melt. Like iron, the melting point is 2,000 something, but because it is used in minute quantity, so because we also mix other stuff like feldspar and different composition, it helps to melt at a lower temperature. Okay? And the thing is, it's not about how the glaze melts, but how we coax the crystal out from the glaze, and to make sure it cool down slow enough so that when the glaze hardens, the oil spots or the designs will be frozen there. So if you see any dots, usually it is because of the coaxing of the opening of the crystal, and to cool it in such a way that the crystal will be frozen in that state. Yes. Otherwise, if you cool too fast, the crystal will just disappear. Okay, so that's the reason why it's so difficult. So in the old days, they only used wood to do firing. Unlike today, right? We have the luxuries of choosing between gas or electricity. Okay. Then how did they get it? It is the mystery. Seriously, because I did a lot of wood firing myself. When you throw in the wood into the box, right? The wood caught fire and it turned into ash. When it turned into ash, ash floats because of the pool of the fire, right? It floats. If ash lands on your work, right, it can become a problem. Because if it is not what you want. If you want something that is white and pure, right, can you imagine having speckles all over? Your work is damaged. So what they do in the old days is that they make a box. For every work, they make a box to cover it up. Yes, they prevent the ash from going in there. Can you imagine the emperor drinking from it and it cut his lips? What will happen to
Something else to get cut.
Head will roll, right? 9 generations, head will roll. So they put in these boxes to fire. Yeah. So what happened inside? So at the moment, I have not seen any oil spot in wood firing yet. Okay. But I'm sure there are somebody that's seeing it now.
Okay, sir, can you kindly explain the difference between the gold Tenmoku and the silver Tenmoku?
Okay, silver and gold Tenmoku, the chemical process, until today, no one's know exactly how to do it. That's the reason why only 4 or 5% in the world know how to do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I know the exact process, I'll be doing it as well. And today will be all my works. Right? We roughly know that during the firing, something happens. Like in all things, right? There are subtlety of the changes in this world where we cannot understand how it works. But the resulting work is that you get silver or gold. Okay? And it's something that Zhang Guiwei or the Taiwanese guy have to like fire maybe 10 kilns. Each kiln maybe about 100 gold. Maybe you'll get one. Maybe. I'm saying maybe because it could be 20 kilns. I don't know. Because to get gold, Tenmoku, Shin is so difficult. And it's not seen in Song Dynasty before. This was not done, achieved during Song Dynasty. Okay. Gold, Shin, Tenmoku was achieved by Zhang Guiwei only in the past few years. I don't know when, but maybe past 10 years.
So how many artists is doing the gold and silver in this
I
world?
think he's only one.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Zhang Guiwei is the only person who's doing it.
So for silver,
Yes, silver is slightly more common. I think a
Yeah.
lot of Japanese artists
are quite
able
common.
to achieve the gold. I mean the silver oil spots. But gold oil spot is just by luck, just by sheer luck.
When we talk about oil spot, especially those flicker are big and small. What's the difference between the
Okay.
big oil spot and the small oil spot?
Small oil spot is easier to achieve
Yeah.
in ordinary firing. Okay, every millimeter. Okay, the control of the temperature, the atmosphere inside the kiln itself is a big study. Because no one at the moment could for pottery, okay, we cannot control the temperature and keep it in a constant 1,200 degrees at a constant rate for a long time. How we control it? It actually fluctuates. The temperature is being controlled by computer. It will go up like 1,210, and then the current will be cut off. It will come down to 1,180, and then the current will come back in, and then it will go up again. So it's just like a wave. It's impossible to keep at a constant 1,200 degrees. There is fluctuation, minor fluctuation. Even in oven, even in whatever, okay, in cooking as well. We cannot maintain a constant temperature.
Yeah.
It's impossible. But to make the crystal grow, you need to have this constant temperature. So it is by luck that during this fluctuation, right, it so happens that during that time where they started to melt, that this kiln was able to maintain that short period of constancy and coax the crystal to grow slightly bigger. But this is something that we cannot control. As a ceramist, it's impossible because our knowledge for controlling the kiln is dictated by the computer that is being set at the side of the kiln. It is not like, or even for wood, it's even worse. The piece of wood, when you throw, the immediate temperature it will start to drop, and it can drop as much as 100 degrees. And then when it starts to burn and start to give up energy, then the temperature will go back up. Okay, so the fluctuation for wood fire is even more. Right? So hence I said it's even more difficult to fire oil spot in a wood kiln. Yes.
For the oil spot, for the gold oil spot, is there any difference between the oil spot big and small?
There is.
Yeah, the
There is.
pricing also different, right?
Of course, because
Yeah.
if you fire like if you fire says 3,000 pieces of work, right?
Yeah.
And you only have one, right?
Okay.
So obviously that particular one become
Yeah.
a very important work. Very, very important one.
There is a saying, okay, I heard. The bigger the scale is actually depend on number of scale and the size of the scale
Yes.
that determine the Tenmoku.
Yes.
price.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. You can say something like that.
Okay.
But it also because of the coloration, it's also because of the aesthetic of the bowl, right? Whether the shape is the right shape, good for whatever you are using. If it is for tea, then it must fit your palm, and you know the lid must be comfortable when you are drinking it. And all these do play a part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Right, I just wondered. You have the cheese in front of you, so that's a ceramic cup. That's your
哎呦，这里没有。